right. Well, let's do a weekly update. We don't have a lot of action moving on this week. It's just kind of been a lot of sideways. Today, finally breaking out of this weekend hover here at the volume point of control in our mini range. Came down to the value area low, where we're holding some support between that and this anchor VWAP. Looking to hold this area between 102, 102 and a half thousand, 102,500, however you want to say that, and about $100,500 this other value area high. We had our long position entry down here. I moved the stops. We had them a little bit lower, moved them up to entry, or tried to. There we go. So we do have our position that we've taken. We've moved our stops to entry. We've taken our first profit at breaking these highs. That initial thrust up, and then yeah, we're just letting the rest of this ride out to our other take profits or until we get stopped out lower. We do have some support beyond these value area highs. Should we break below them, next area I'd really be looking heavy at here would be around 96,000 and 94,000. Um, Barring that, it looked like we would break down even further, 87,000, but that's a ways down from here, and I'm hopeful that we can hold uh, either the lows in here or in here. And if we run a fib retracement, let's see if we have any Fibonacci supports. Good, just so. All right, so let's add a few levels back onto here. 5 and the 382. That's about where I'm going to end. Yeah, so getting close to that 382. That's not too bad. We've hit that a few times. And then the 5, which is where we really kind of took our initial entry point. If we push down into the 681, sorry, the 618, or the range point of control into this area, yeah, I'd be interested in taking another position. I'd probably layer in. If we look like we got some support on the point of control down into that 786 here, just past this anchored VWAP that we have from our last little swing low. Let me make sure that is a little more precise. It doesn't really change it much, but it puts it right on top of that weekly level. Really eyeballing this weekly level. As long as we don't hold under this, I think we're doing okay. If we break under this and hold under, then we're probably heading lower, down to this daily area, 87,000 to 85,000 would be my next range. I mean, we do still have our value area low here at 91. That could be another area, but we no longer have a liquidity sweep in here. The liquidity has been taken. I'm going to delete that. With this low, that was one of the long triggers we looked for when we took our trades from here up. And then we compounded from here up, and we're hoping to continue and stay out of this range. If we could continue up from here and have this be kind of a range test and continuation, that to me would be absolutely preferable. We get out of the zone. This has not been my favorite range. This one traded a lot better, in my opinion, at least in terms of trades. We had more interior pivots. You can see here with these mid pivots. Uh, we just had strange, like we didn't go all the way to the top. We would bounce around in the middle here. You can see all this chop. There's just so much chop up here. Not a big fan of this range. It has not developed well for me at all. And we did get some of the pivots here on our bearish patterns. I don't have anything bullish yet, and we could try to measure out some pending bullish patterns, but I don't like these tops. You see how we're just drag out a bit too far for me. So I'm not really looking for structure, at least not from here on the way down. I might check it later, especially if we get into here, but because we start hitting some of these 786 or even the 886. down here to form an ugly bat pattern. But like I said, it's pretty ugly. I'm not. Yeah, had to be here. I'm not crazy about this. This shoulder just looks bad to me. So yeah, we could technically form a bat pattern off the lows here, all the way down to the 886, but it's not my favorite option. Anyway, I'd be looking at other things to possibly take that long. Um, as I said, right now, plan is to see if we can't scoop here just a little bit more. Maybe touch that VWAP and that 382. Maybe even go all the way down into this range value area low is a possibility. Maybe I'd love to see a swing off this at 101, 165. Is that it? Let me pull an anchored line there. It's 101, 205. All right, so 101, 205. If we can swing failure that could be a really good scalp in position for a long, and then come up and we're going to take out, you see this single print candle here all the way from here to here. Swing failure off of that, come back up and at least take out this single print area, the FVG area of that candle. Fair value gap area, if you don't know the acronym. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for Bitcoin. Again, we're just kind of trading in this range still. It is a contracting range forming into a triangle. I mean, I shouldn't have to point that out. You guys are smart enough to see that coming. Like it's a super obvious triangle. It's probably even pull it from here. Do we break under? Possibly. Yeah. I mean, and then is it a fake out? Is it a breakout? Yeah, we don't really know. I mean, the thing with these things, so we could always just move it to, like, oh, it's not a triangle like that. Maybe it's a triangle like this, and then you know, then we're still in it. So it's just one of those things. I don't do shapes, right? So not my type of patterns. I'm sure there's others who can do them better. They're just not something I grew up on. So when I see them, I'll point them out, but they're really not my expertise. Moving on to the general markets, we did not get our pullbacks, so we did not get our entries. Like the SPY here, I really wanted to fill that gap, kind of test this upper line and then pull up. And it just went on without me. We broke new highs. That's good, but we aren't sustaining over them yet. We'll see how the Monday open, or futures even for that matter. We'll see if futures want to pop up. But right now, really look at that Monday open. See if we can't hold up or if we don't come down and start to take out some of these gaps that we have. We got another gap down here. Let's fill that one in. And since he's all the way up, we'll turn him blue. Are we doing blue or green? Turn him blue. Yep. All right. So more gaps on the way up. So we'll see if we don't come down and fill those. The Q is pretty much the same, but the Qs aren't breaking new highs. Again, looked like we mined it, but then we didn't. I really wanted to come down, fill that, hit this descending trend line as support, and then go up. Didn't do it for us again. So missed our entry for long on there. I mean, look, we got the direction right. We just didn't get our entry. That's all I'll say on those. So another gap again. So we're gonna watch that. See if we can't come in, fill that. This line could be our line of support, possibly, if this wants to go up. But we've been on a trajectory for a while. I'd rather take a long on support. I think this 5.0 looks good at 516 on this line, this gap fill, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. We got a few days to look at it. That's pretty much going to do it. Dow Jones doing Dow Jones things. Possible shark pattern down here. Let me pull it up to a daily. So we could be forming some bearish structure on the top. Let's take a look at that. 115, that's good. Close to an 886, but not quite. We want at least an 886. Barring that, we go all the way to the 113. If I can get there. But yay, there. So that would be fairly good as a shark. We meet the minimum here for this A to C ratio, so it could be a possible topping structure. I still want to see it just a little bit higher. Maybe we'll open up a little bit, hit that 886 right about there. On the futures, that's 44,842. So we'll see. We'll see if we hit that or not. I'm still not. Well, HSI and everything doesn't look too bad. I'd say we look for a 5.0. If we hit that level, which means that the 50% retracement is our target. And then we're looking for more up. So, look, continuation until proven otherwise, guys. It's still a bull's market. Like we're still moving up. So keep looking for those opportunities to go up and to get our ABCD, AB equals CD pattern off of a 5.0. Right? So A, B, C, and D. And that would give us up here to about 46,157. So, and then what? Maybe another minor retracement. Like could just keep going with these. You know, it just could be a repeat pattern, or maybe it forms the reversal pattern, and that's how we get knocked down. Hit that. There's a trend line here. Hit this trend line, right, and then kind of fulfill this zone. I'm going to delete this thing because it's huge now. But yeah, so that's it for the general markets. I'll look more into the Dow Jones. I haven't traded it in a while. It's given me some excitement there. That's given me a little bit of a little iffy. These others look like they want to curl down a little bit on the 4 hour on the daily. That's not too bad. All right, yeah, on the daily they look like they might want to curl over. So we will be looking for support now. Um, Again, we still need that higher low off of this structure, in my opinion. So that's what we'll be tracking. And then Bitcoin, yep, looks like we're still possibly maybe slowing some momentum down, possibly drag out into a kind of a scoop into that range and then pull back up. That's my initial support. I don't know if I'll compound in there or not. It might depend on if we can get that swing failure off that low. Again, the swing failure would be off of this low on the daily candle at 101,205. So if we hit that and pull back up, that'd be good quick scalp long entry that could turn into a good size swing. That's if we get into that zone. If you're not in a long position from here, this range isn't terrible. It looks like we're finding some support on this value area high at least. So keep your eyes on it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.